Sunday, August the 6th, 2023, and it's a joy to be able to share some thoughts with you from the scriptures today. I'm Pastor Mike Custer, the pastor of Bible Baptist Church in Grand Forks, North Dakota, and this morning we're going to read just one verse, Psalm 25, verse 6. Psalm 25, verse 6 for our devotion this morning. The Bible says this: "Remember, O Lord, thy tender mercies and thy loving kindness, for they have been ever of old." And the last part of this verse speaks of the eternality of God and how he never changes. Your loving kindness, your tender mercies are ever of old. In other words, God has always been the same kind of God that he is now, and he always ever will be. I love the first part of verse 6 in Psalm 25 that says, "Remember, O Lord, thy mercies, thy tender mercies, and thy loving kindnesses." Remember, O Lord, thy tender mercies and thy loving kindnesses. God is a God of tender mercies and loving kindness. And you know what? He never forgets. The Bible says in Hebrews chapter 6, I believe it's verse 10, that says, "God is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love." He never does forget. And he doesn't forget that he will be tender and loving toward his people. He is full of tender mercies and loving kindnesses, and he will never forget those things. Just when you think that everything is going wrong, just when you think maybe God has forgotten about you, just remember Psalm 25, verse 6 that says, "God's tender mercies and loving kindnesses are ever of old." They're always in place. They're always going to be there. And his kindness to you will always be sure. He's got your best interest in mind, and there are times when it maybe doesn't seem like it, but we operate on such a limited plane. We don't see what's going on. We can't necessarily see the future, and we don't know how things will turn out, of course. We have that disadvantage because God sees all things and God knows all things, but we don't, and so we just have to take a whole lot of things by faith that he's going to accomplish his great work. And he's still a God of tender mercies and loving kindness, and he will never forget those things. He always remembers to treat his children with kindness and love, and you can rest assured in that, and you don't ever have to doubt it. God's always operating with your best interest in mind. Just remember the loving kindness and the tender mercies of God today. God bless you.